Desert isolation. The three psychos. The tale begins in a barren wilderness. No buildings, no people. Just an endless crushing silence, broken only by a solitary shack standing right in the middle. This isolated house belongs to Raghu, a railway gatekeeper. His job is mind-numbingly simple: wave the green flag 3 times a day. That's because in 10 long years, only 3 trains have passed through this track daily. Raghu knows their schedules by heart. For a decade, Raghu hasn't exchanged a word with another soul. No visitors. No conversation. But one ordinary day, everything explodes. As Raghu raises the flag for an approaching train, he sees something impossible. A woman leaps from the carriage. She hits the hard ground, bloody and unconscious. Raghu rushes, lifts her, and carries her back to his house. This was a moment of sheer, raw human connection, the first he'd felt in 10 years. When the woman Chaitli slowly wakes up, her eyes are wide with terror. Raghu tries to soothe her. "You fell off the train. I brought you here. The desert sun is brutal. You would have died out there." But Chaitali shakes her head, frantic. "I didn't fall. I was with my husband. I saw 2 men fighting. Tried to stop them and they pushed me out. My husband must be looking for me. He'll be here soon. I have to find him before he finds me." Raghu cautions her, "There are no houses for miles. If your husband comes, this is the only place he'll check. You must wait." But Chaitali is desperate. She walks deep into the scorching sand alone, only to collapse from exhaustion. Again Raghu carries her back, treats her wounds, and gently insists, "You cannot leave. This is where he will find you." Still, she can't trust him. The fear, "What if this man hurts me while I sleep?" That night, Chaitli keeps jerking awake, checking if Raghu is watching. Sensing her deep-seated fear, Raghu does the unbelievable. He steps outside, leaving the shack entirely to her. For the first time since her escape, she sleeps peacefully. The next morning, Raghu resumes his rigid routine. Wake at 4:30 a.m., walk miles for water and never miss the trains. He shares a vulnerable truth with her. "For 10 years, I haven't spoken a single word. Talking to you, it feels strange but good." Slowly, Chaitali begins to trust the lonely gatekeeper. That's when Raghu reveals the strange feature of his life. Every time a train passes, this old phone rings. It only receives calls, no outgoing. "If you want, I can tell them about you. Maybe your husband can find you faster." The phone rings. Raghu answers. But just as he is about to mention Chaitali, she lunges and slams the receiver down. Confused, Raghu demands to know why. And then her truth spills out. "I wasn't pushed, I jumped. I was escaping my husband. He's not who you think he is. He's a psychopath. I'm a psychiatrist, and he was once my patient." The patient and the predator. Her flashback begins. Years ago, a shattered, depressed man named Sinju came to her. His wife had supposedly committed suicide. Chaitali, new to the profession, gave him extra attention. He recovered. They grew close. They fell in love. And soon they married. But the marriage became a nightmare. Sinju turned violent, addicted to drugs, and abusive. One day, she found his diary. Inside were chilling confessions. Sinju hadn't lost his wife to suicide. He had murdered her. And not just her, he had also killed a nurse. When Sinju caught Chaitli reading the truth, he beat her savagely. Fearing the police, he dragged her onto a train, and that's when she summoned the courage and leapt out into the desert. Back in the present, Raghu listens, his face unreadable. Then he speaks quietly. "Your story is like mine. I have no one either. We could live here, you and I, together." Chaitali is speechless. She starts helping him around the shack. But one afternoon, while tidying up, she finds something that sends an electric shock through her veins. Old newspaper clippings. Headline: "Man murders 4 people and escapes." The face in the article: Raghu. The truth? He was never the gatekeeper. He had stolen the identity of the real one years ago. Terrified, Chaitli grabs a knife. The gatekeeper's bloody past. Before she can strike, Raghu sees the clippings and confesses his own story. His past is even darker than hers. Years ago, he loved a woman who betrayed him. Later, his family arranged a marriage. He confessed his past, yet the woman still married him. They had children, or so he believed. Until the day he learned the devastating truth: he could never be a father. The children were not his. They belonged to his wife's cousin, who lived with them. Consumed by betrayal and rage, Raghu killed them all: his wife, her cousin, and the 2 children. He fled and ended up at this crossing. The real gatekeeper, the original Raghu, took him in. When that man suddenly died, He assumed his life. For 10 years he'd lived in self-imposed silence. Hearing his profound pain, Chaitali feels a flicker of pity. But the sanctuary is about to be shattered. The final encounter. Suddenly, Sinju arrives at the railway crossing. He is searching. He introduces himself to Raghu, his voice calm and professional. "I'm Dr. Sinju. My wife is mentally unstable. She thinks she's a psychiatrist. She might call herself Chaitali or Shikha, but she's dangerous. Please, if you've seen her, tell me." Raghu is now standing on shaky ground. Who is the liar? When he confronts Chaitali, she finally admits, "My real name is Shikha. He killed his first wife. He will kill me too." Raghu wants to call the police, but his own past, his own bloody secrets, trap him. Sinju finds Shikha and attempts to take her away. She looks at Raghu one last heart-wrenching time. "I wanted to spend some time with you, but you never trusted me." This last line breaks Raghu. Enraged, he steps forward. "Leave her with me. At least here she'll live." A violent struggle erupts. Shikha attacks Sinju. Raghu, stronger, finishes him off. But as he searches Sinju's pocket, he finds a hospital admission slip. "Dr. Sinju, patient, Shikha." The ultimate shattering truth, Shikha was never the psychiatrist. She was the patient. In that instant, she turns on Raghu, trying to kill him with frenzied strength. But Raghu is the survivor. He kills her. The monster revealed, and the final, cold twist is laid bare. The real monster, the true unhinged killer, was Raghu all along. He wasn't merely betrayed by love. He was the inherent psychopath who murdered his family, the real gatekeeper whose life he stole, and countless others across his dark history. The story ends with a chilling question lingering in the hot desert air. Who was the real psycho? Raghu, Shikha, or Sinju? That answer is yours to decide. Hey friends, if this story gave you the chills, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your fellow thriller enthusiasts, and drop a comment below telling me which twist shocked you the most. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because in the next video, I'll be bringing you even more intense psychological thrillers you won't want to miss. See you in the next one.